Welcome back. I hope you all had a very nice weekend. You get another day off tomorrow. How nice. So we're starting chapter 4, so I'm just going to go over some prior knowledge things that will be important for our chapter. I am using my type notes today because we're talking about graphs in this chapter, so I want to have a nice graph for you guys to be able to follow along with. So let's review some things. Sorry, my computer kind of cut out, or my printer I should say. So this says prior knowledge. So where is the x-axis on my graph? The x-axis is always the horizontal one. So that would mean my y-axis is here. Okay, so that's just a good thing to label. So x is horizontal, y is vertical. Okay, some people remember y towards the sky, if that helps. Okay. What is the x and y point in an ordered pair? So if I look at, these are ordered pairs here, okay? I have one number, comma, another number. So if I look at this a little bigger, if I look at 2, 3, the first number is the x point, and the second number is the y point. Okay, if you can't see that, I'll zoom in a bit. Okay, so the first number is the x point, and the second number is the y point. Always that way. So they go in alphabetical order. That's the way to remember it. Okay, and then I want to just practice plotting some points here. So if I look at 0, 0, that means I'm going 0 in the x direction and 0 in the y direction, and that's called the origin. So let me actually get a different color here so you can see it. So this point here, and I'll label it as 0, 0. Okay, so that's my first point. I did that. So now if I look at 2, 3, I'd go over 2, let me do it with this pen, 2, 1, 2 in the x direction, then up 3. So 1, 2, 3. So this is 2, 3. Okay. Now my next one is -2, positive 3, I'm sorry. So I'd go -2 in the x direction. So this is the negative side of the x's, this is the positive side. This is the positive side of the y, and this is the negative of the x's. So I go -2, up 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you always do the x direction first and then the y direction. Okay. And then if I look at 4, -5, I would go in the positive direction for x, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's at the very bottom of my graph here. And I'm assuming that this is counting by ones in this case, so this would be 0, 1, 2, this would be -1, -2, and so on in both directions. Okay, so this point here is 4, -5. Okay. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this direction, then up 4. I meant to make that a negative up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can kind of see all these work. Okay. If I want to get another one in this quadrant here, so if I gave you -5, -4, so that's not in your notes, but you can do that one. You go over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And if I wanted to give you, let's say, this point here, and ask you what is that ordered pair, you would count, okay, 1, 2. So it's -2, comma, and then I went down 2 again, so that's -2. So this would be the point -2, -2. I'm sorry, I wrote my answer off to the side there. You guys can see that. Okay, so lots of stuff going on here. I kind of labeled each point in my quadrant as I was going. Okay, but this should just be a review from what you've learned before. Okay, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. That's really all the prior knowledge we're going to have, so I'm going to stop this video and then I'll start on chapter 4 notes in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Talk to you later.